Welcome, fellow freaks, geeks, and nostalgic peeps, to my channel, Simon Slasher's, where, yeah, we talk about everything from horror books and movies to 80s and 90s nostalgia and everything in between. And today I am so pumped because it's finally time for the 2025 Halloween-a-thon announcement video, the ultimate spooky season celebration for everyone, and it has a choose-your-own-adventure type of feel. What's new this year? We've got a brand new map, a brand new game board design, beautiful new printables, and other new additions I am so excited to tell you about. Whether you love books, movies, activities, any or all of the above, or you just want to soak in some spooky season vibes, you've got a place in our pumpkin patch. So strap in and let's go over all the deets about Halloween-a-thon 2025. Alright guys, if you're new here, welcome. Thank you for checking out my channel. I am Kelsey, and if you're a returning viewer, thank you so very much. I am so excited about this year's Halloween-a-thon. For anyone new, Halloween-a-thon is an event celebrating spooky season, as I alluded to in the intro. It is a combination of a readathon, a watch-a-thon, and an activity-a-thon. And that is why we called it Halloween-a-thon, because we didn't just want it to be a reading event. It's an event for lovers of all kinds of mediums, and also just spooky season fans as well. So yes, it is a readathon, a watch-a-thon, and an activity-thon all rolled into one, but you don't have to do all of the elements. You can pick and choose what you want to do and totally customize your experience. Halloween-a-thon runs from the very first official day of fall, September 22nd, 2025, all the way through the best night of the year, Halloween. So of course, aka October 31st, 2025. If you're someone who just wants to keep Halloween things within the month of October, you can also choose to just join us on October 1st. You don't have to start on September 22nd if you don't want. Like I said, this event is so customizable, you can participate in any way that strikes your fancy. Also, you can go hardcore or be super casual about your participation. You can basically go all in, try to do as much as you can, or just dip your toes into the creepy water by taking a more laid-back participation approach. Even if you only do one thing, like do one activity, read one book, watch one movie, doesn't matter. As long as you do one thing, you are considered an official Pumpkinhead, because everyone who participates in Halloween-a-thon in any way, shape, or form is dubbed a Pumpkinhead. So welcome, Pumpkinheads. I hope you will join our little pumpkin patch. Okay, so what is different for 2025? I kind of alluded to this in the little teaser intro, but let's go into some details about what's changed. I really like the changes, and I hope you guys will too, or at least those of you who have participated before. Alright, so as I mentioned, there are new designs for a lot of things, including the map. That is the easiest way to refresh this event every year. So we have had a full makeover of the map. The game board is also freshened up, and all the printables have been redesigned as well. You can print out two different sizes of printables. Both will print out on 8.5 by 11 standard size, copy printer paper, but you can choose to print out our little smaller designs, which are sized for an A5 or even smaller journal. So those only take up a little bit of the page, and you cut it out and paste it into your journal. So this is the full size one, but again, we also have little A5 journal size things for you who like to keep a journal. Here are some ideas on how you can store your printables if you're hoping to print a lot of things out and you want to keep them all in one place, you can use a binder, you could use an already in-use journal that you have, a Trapper Keeper, which is an amazing way to keep track of all of your documents, and also you could even scrapbook with some of our printables and add in other things like little receipts or ticket stubs of any activities you might have done in honor of Halloween-a-thon, and so on and so forth. The possibilities are truly endless. Another change, there are no more official co-hosts. So starting this year, every map will feature a rotating group of creators I want to highlight. And I love this. It's a good way to freshen up the map every year and also to highlight different people each and every time. I'm so excited to do this. We're calling these people featured on the map Legends of Halloweenathon, because, you know, like a map legend, it tells you what means what on a map. But they're also legends in their own right because they're awesome people to follow, which, by the way, I do hope you follow my friends, my Legends of Halloweenathon. Again, these are amazing people. They're from across YouTube and also across Instagram. And these people live and breathe spooky season. I really, really want you to discover these people too if you haven't already. Something about the map that has not changed, 2 areas we had last year are coming back and are here to stay forever. We do have a little area that is a Pumpkinhead pumpkin patch, and that represents everybody participating in the event. Me, you, everybody in between. Your mom, your grandma, your mom, whatever. Also, we have a little cute Monster Squad Haunted Hayride area on the map as well, just like we had last year, and we will continue having this moving forward. This is to represent these great people behind the scenes who helped me pull off this event. Thank you guys so very much for all of your help. There'll be Discord mods, Instagram helpers, and people who put on sprints, and some people who just want to spread the word about the event, so they might make a video promoting Halloween-a-thon. They are our Monster Squad helpers / members. In addition to those 2 areas which are staying the same, going forward, the only other mainstays on the map each year will be me, of course, your Halloween-a-thon creator, and also, dun, 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 the wonderful, the amazing, the king of Halloween, Cameron Chaney, who will forever now be known as the mayor of Halloween-a-thon town. So every single year, Cameron Chaney will have a little cameo on the map, and he does so this year. And how Cameron comes into play this year, if you're using the pre-numbered, already designed game board, where you don't have to make any choices or customize anything, if you land on a prompt you don't like, swap it out for literally any one of Cameron's prompts at any time. Or you could also go to the end of the printables and look at the list of replacement prompts. Either or. But essentially, you can use Cameron's prompts specifically as replacement prompts for any prompt you might land on that you don't feel like doing in the moment, or you might not like and might not have ever wanted to do. Without further ado, let me introduce you to the Legends of Halloween-a-thon. I will have a lot of information about these peeps on the official Discord, so please check out that linked below. But I'm going to just run through the names of the legends and where you can find them. So, like I said, the mayor of Halloween-a-thon, we've got Cameron Chaney from the channel Library Macabre. We also have Andrew from the channel on YouTube here. It came from the page. Kat, also on YouTube at Kat's Novel Adventures. Amy is over on Instagram at Amy Noel Reads. Then we've got Kelsey. She is amazing. Yes, we have the same name, spelled differently. You can find her on YouTube at My Creative Life with Kel Sweetie. Then we also have Christine, who, spoiler alert, designed special printable backgrounds. She designed a special map and coloring pages for me this year. So thank you so much, Christine. You are a true legend. You're above and beyond just a regular Halloween-a-thon legend. You are like an epic gold star Halloween-a-thon legend. Extra big kudos to Christine, and you could find her over on Instagram at Christine Cozy Corner. And last but not least is Erin from the channel Erin Megan here on YouTube. One of the sweetest people I know. Not going into too many details about these peeps, but the reason I chose these peeps, they have all supported Halloween-a-thon in the past in one way, shape, or form, and I wanted to give back. P.S. The hosts from last year, I still love them, and a lot of them are still involved in Halloween-a-thon. There's just going to be a rotating highlight of people on the map each year. It's nothing that they did wrong. It's not like they got demoted or anything. I still want them to be involved, and they're even is a prompt honoring the host from 2024. You'll have to check out the Printables to discover that prompt for yourself, but of course I had to honor them too, because I still love them and they're still amazing. And technically I am a Legend of Halloweenathon only because I am on the map, so whatevs. Alright, moving on. The next new addition that I'm so excited about is a mini event within Halloween-a-thon. So there's going to be a mini weekend-long watch-a-thon of sorts called dun 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 dun, drumroll, GIALLO-ween. If you guys didn't know, I love Giallo movies. These are just Italian movies that have like a thriller mystery vibe. These were very popular in Italy in the 70s, 80s, and a little bit into the 90s, but mostly in the 70s and the 80s. I was a part of an event called Giallo July, put on by Alex the Bookubus, and she came up with the idea of having another event taking place in the month of October called Giallo-ween, and she so kindly allowed us to include it in Halloween-a-thon. So this event, this mini event within our larger Halloween-a-thon, will be presented by Alex the Bookubus, so make sure you go and follow her on Insta, and also subscribe to her wonderful channel, The Bookubus. Thank you, Alex, for this genius idea. There are no extra prompts for this. It's simply just an optional theme. If you want to join in, it will start on Friday, October 10th, and go through Sunday, October 12th, midnight in your time zone. We really wanted to bring the sleazy vibes from Giallo July into Halloween-a-thon, and that's what we're doing with Giallo-ween. Again, it takes place in one weekend. It's optional. You don't have to participate. There are no prompts. Friday, October 10th, all the way through Sunday, October 12th. And as a bonus, I will be streaming during the weekend lots of Giallo movies, as well as some Italian horror movies on both the Giallo July Discord, which is run by Alex, and it will be linked below. I'll also be streaming movies on the Halloween-a-thon Discord as well. So it's going to be like a live movie marathon over the weekend that I will be showing for you guys. All you have to do is join the Discord, go into the right channel, and watch along. No syncing up of devices or streaming needed. We play the movie for you, you just watch along as long as you're in the right place on our Discords. I'm so hyped about this, so if you've ever wanted to dip into Giallo or you already love it, this is your moment to grab your black gloves and watch some stylish / sleazy cinema with us. Another new element this year is we have journal prompts. So last year we had Instagram photo prompts. We brought those back. All we did was change the dates of the week to match, the dates of 2025. They're the same photo prompts as last year, so hopefully you enjoy doing those again if you want to do so. But for those of you who might love to journal, and it doesn't matter if you like to write in a journal or make visual spreads in a journal, like, junk journaling, if you have a media journal that you like to document things in, doesn't matter. We've got journaling prompts for you that will work for either kind of journaling style that you do, or you can do a mixture of styles and use these prompts to inspire you to do that. So basically, every week there's just a prompt to kind of inspire you to make a spread. And again, it could be written, it could be visual, it could be a mixture, doesn't matter. But yeah, that's a new addition because I'm really into journaling and crafting this year. I'm extra excited about this addition. Also, please, please, please share pictures of your journal spreads in the Discord or on Instagram. I want to see what everyone gets up to. Alright, so those are the changes. Now let's get into how you can participate, which really has not changed much from last year, to be honest. But just a refresher here. This is a BYOB event. Yes, it could stand for Bring Your Own Booze, like spooky vibes or literal booze with Oktoberfest and pumpkin beer season in full swing when we get into the Halloween-a-thon dates, but no, build your own board, BYOB. So here are your options. You can use our blank bingo boards, or you can use our provided game boards, and we've got multiple options for each style of board. So for the bingo boards, you've got a 9-square bingo board, or a 25-square bingo board. You can fill whichever one you decide to use, or you can use multiple boards and fill those with books you want to read, movies you want to watch, put our prompts into the squares, whatevs. The game boards also include 2 different options you can choose from. Both game boards have 88 squares. So no matter which you're using of the game boards, each have 88 squares. There is a pre-filled, already numbered version of one of our boards. This one corresponds to a list of our prompts, and those are also numbered to correspond with the numbered board. So you don't have to make any decisions, and you don't have to customize anything from scratch. You can change things if you want, but you don't have to do anything from the ground up. Then if you want to go wild and customize to your heart's content, you can use the blank version of the game board. Get as creative as you want with the blank game board. You can add your own prompts onto the game board. You can make areas correspond to having to spin a wheel. You can even kind of incorporate your own TBR games or your own physical media shelf if you own a lot of Blu-rays or 4K movies that you want to incorporate into your game. You could do that too. It doesn't matter. You can even make some spaces free spaces. And for those of you who get overwhelmed with options, I just want to reiterate that this can be as simple or as extra as you want. If you want to just fill in prompts after the fact, if you're using a bingo board and you're a mood reader or a mood watcher, do it. If you want to spend an afternoon crafting a fully customized, color-coded game board masterpiece, also do it. Doesn't matter. If you want to use your own prompts, that's fine. Maybe you don't want to use any freaking prompts at all. Perfectly okay. You could just put books you want to read, movies you want to watch, activities you want to do, or any combination onto any of our blank boards, or make those things correspond to our already numbered game board. Anything you do still counts as participating. And whether you're using a bingo board or a game board, the basic goal is simple. You're just going to trick or treat your way around Halloween-a-thon town. The map we have has 9 different locales, so if you do at least 9 prompts or read and or watch at least 9 things, you've basically, quote, visited all 9 spots, all 9 locales. You can stop there, or you can keep going as much as you want. Speaking of last year, I know last year's announcement video was a lot, it was long, so I'm going to try to keep things short and sweet. However, I have another video linked down below with customization ideas for your different game boards and all kinds of different options to help you plan the event. Even if you're a mood reader or mood watcher, I'll have explanations on how you can make the event work for you, etc., etc. Look down below in the description for this other video. I just didn't want to include a boatload of examples in this video to make it extra long. And I think the most important part about Halloween-a-thon, at least for me, is the community aspect of it. You can participate solo by printing out whatever you want to do, whether that's a bingo board, game board, multiple options, whatevs. Just do that solo for the entire event. Or you can actually decide to become part of our community, join our Discord, interact on Instagram, any of that. It doesn't matter. You can pick and choose. I really encourage people to do that because, again, we will be playing movies on the Discord. You don't have to rent them yourself. If there needs to be renting done, we do it, which is kind of awesome because not everyone does watch parties that way. Also, that is where people discuss what they've been reading and doing, is on the Discord. Trust me, it's a great way to make new friends. I have made some of the best friends through the Halloween-a-thon Discord. I am so jazzed to bring it back and highlight it for those of you who might not already be joined. Some of the activities that will be taking place during Halloween-a-thon include the watch parties, as I mentioned. By the way, we'll be playing both cozy, family-friendly things, but also some horror-specific things. So not all of it will be horror, but some of it will be. But lots of it will be perfect for anybody, regardless of if you like horror or not, because this event is great for spooky season lovers, even if you're not a, quote, horror person. But if you are, I think you'll extra love this event. But again, it truly will work for anybody, no matter what your taste is. We also will have some live streams on YouTube, including live sprints. We call them productivity or reading sprints. Sprints, essentially, it's just an excuse to live stream for a whole bunch of hours, to hang out with friends, to chat in the YouTube live chat feature, and essentially connect with other people, and also get stuff done in between chatting. And then we also will have crafting live streams on YouTube, which will be a lot of fun. I also hope to play some music on the Discord, so I'm going to call those some Halloween DJ nights. So all of that is on the docket for us. And we might even have a game night or two, and also a slumber party extravaganza near the end of the event. So stay tuned for all of that. So yes, I promoted the Discord. I do highly recommend joining it. But we also have a Instagram page, and I do encourage you guys to go over and follow the Instagram page. The handle is at Halloween.a.thon. So it's like the word Halloween-a-thon, but there are periods in the middle. So Halloween, period, a, thon. And in any posts that you post on Instagram or any stories you share, please tag us. I'm not even going to create a hashtag for 2025. I just want you to tag our Halloween-a-thon account so that I know that we will see it and be able to reshare whatever photos or stories you post on your Instagram that have to do with Halloween-a-thon, because I love seeing what everyone gets up to. And if you're a YouTube creator, please also make sure you tag my channel in any videos related to Halloween-a-thon, because I will be keeping up with a Halloween-a-thon themed playlist, and I want to add every single person's video that has to do with Halloween-a-thon into that playlist. The only way I can make sure I find everyone's video is if you either tag me in your description or you share it in a special channel on the Discord, which you can do as well. Like I said earlier, every single person who participates in any way, shape, or form, no matter how much or how little, is dubbed a Pumpkinhead. And to show your Pumpkinhead pride, we do have Halloween-a-thon merch. Some of our smaller pieces of merch literally have things that say, I'm a Pumpkinhead, but there are other things like our little cute blank game board with a logo. We have a new logo this year, which is available on different shirts. I also added different tie-dye options to the shirts from last year, which are still available for purchase. Since it doesn't have a year on it, these are still relevant t-shirts. But again, I do have a brand new simple kind of dotted line purple logo that I'm really excited about. And also, we've got a special piece of merch designed by my friend Christine, who's featured on the Halloween map over on Instagram at Christine Cozy Corner. Like I said, she designed a Pumpkinhead pyramid. All of these Pumpkinheads are the Legends of Halloweenathon, and they're in a cute little pyramid holding up a little banner that says Halloweenathon. That will be available on sweatshirts, freaking hoodie, a t-shirt, a tie-dye shirt as well, so check that out, and please, all proceeds for that shirt will go to Christine, because she was so nice enough to design that for us, but also design a lot of backgrounds for my printables, as well as a really cool colored freaking town map. And it's so cute. There's even a little area for my dog, Jackson, R.I.P., and also for my current cat, Fizzy. So thank you, Christine, for making all those wonderful things for us this year. You are the best. I love you. And guys, you can print out the new map. You can also print out some of her blank printables for coloring pages. All of that is linked in my Google Drive down below. Now let's talk about the prompts. So honestly, there are over 100 total prompts if you combine reading and watching prompts with activity prompts. So we're not going to go over all of those. It's what the printables are for. However, I'm going to highlight a few just to give you a little taste of the prompts. Alright, like last year, we have prompts that correspond to reading or watching we called them host recs last year. They're going to be called Legends of Halloweenathon recs this year. So anybody on the map provided book recs and movie recs, and there is a prompt that corresponds to that. And if you're making a board from scratch, you can use that prompt about watching a legend rec or reading a legend rec as many times as you want on your board. You don't have to just use it once. Also, there are Monster Squad recs. I told you guys that our group of helpers are called the Monster Squad. Well, each person on the Monster Squad also gave me a book and movie rec. Those are listed on our printables, but we do have a prompt that corresponds to reading some of those people's recs. So I wanted to highlight that because they have some good recs this year, and I'm really hyped. My friend Alicia, she's on the Monster Squad, and she recommended Werecage by Ian Forty. She did recommend that last year, but we both wanted her to recommend it again because I didn't see a lot of people reading it, but it is a bonkers, fun as hell, silly little novella about basically a werewolf version of Nick Cage. It's so ridiculous, but it's a lot of fun. I've read it, and I give it my seal of approval. Something Wicked This Way Comes, the book, is on here by Ray Bradbury. That's a recommendation from my friend Christine, who's on the Monster Squad. There are so many great recommendations, not just books, we've got great movie recs too. My friend Jen from Literary Love on the Monster Squad recommends the movie The Dark and the Wicked from 2020. My friend Coral on the Monster Squad recommended Haunt from 2019. Lots of great recs, and again, the Legends also have their own set of recs, and all of those are in the printables. Next prompt I want to highlight is called Freddy vs. Jason. Fulfill a prompt from another event. And this could be an event taking place on Instagram only, or an event taking place on YouTube, or an event that takes place across both platforms, or multitude of platforms, or even on Letterboxd, it doesn't matter. And here's an example. There are two great readathons that happen alongside Halloween-a-thon. One is TBR Harvest, hosted by Leandra. I love Leandra, she's so sweet, and spoiler, she's gonna be on the map next year. So, of course, I would encourage you to also participate in her event. And also Blackoween, which has been going on for years and is a staple of BookTube, and I highly encourage people to participate in that as well. It's so easy to participate in other events like those great events and ours at the exact same time, because ours is really flexible. So make the flexibility work for you so that you can do as much as you want. Next up, we've got a prompt called Nostalgia. Read or watch a book or movie that's nostalgic for you. Super simple, super generic, interpret how you like. Too cute to spook. Read a picture book or watch a family-friendly Halloween special or Halloween movie. We've got Friday the 13th. Read or watch something with a number in the title. Uzumaki. This is from Erin's specific area of the map. You know, Erin Megan. All right, it says read or watch a book or movie with a circular object or a spiral on the cover or on the movie poster. So for example, a ring, a sun, a moon. An example of a movie that would fit this specifically is The Ring, the movie. It has a ring on the cover, of course, but there's plenty of other movies not about a circular thing that you can find a circular object on the cover or on the movie poster. And last example, this is an example of one of our activity prompts, but we have many more than just this one. Pinhead. Do any kind of spooky season crafting like coloring, journaling, sewing, knitting, crocheting, diamond painting, putting together puzzles, etc. We've got food-related activity prompts. We've got haunted house-themed activity prompts where we are like, oh, you should go out to a haunted house, or go take a walk in a cemetery. There's tons of activity prompts. Literally just this one is barely skimming the surface. And by the way, most reading and watching prompts can be horror or non-horror related, so you can truly make this work for you even if you're not a horror reader or a horror watcher. Okay, that was everything. That was all the nitty gritty. And as we wrap everything up, I just want to remind you that you can make Halloween-a-thon your own. This is why I'm so proud of the event. It is truly customizable. It is truly for everyone. It doesn't exclude anybody, no matter what you like, and that's why I love it. Play solo all month long, just on your own, by printing out what you need, playing through the game, or just working through a bingo board. Whatevs. Hop into the Discord for watch parties and community discussion. Post on Instagram, make videos, whatever fits your style, do that. And if you just love spooky season and you just want an excuse to read, watch, or do autumn activities, you belong here too. You don't need to be a hardcore horror person, as I said. You don't have to like horror at all. You don't have to be a crazy reader. You don't have to be a crazy movie watcher. Pick and choose the types of things you want to do. All right, guys, that is it. All the links you could need are down in the description box below. We've got a Google Drive. We even have a Halloween-a-thon guide, which basically is like this announcement video in written form, and that is linked down below. There are printables linked in this guide, so the guide literally has everything. The Discord will also have everything. And last but not least, please make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you do not miss all the Halloween-a-thon content to come, as well as all my spooky season themed content to come, because I've got some fun things in the works and I'm so freaking hyped. It's going to be a spooktacular time. Whatevs. So corny, but I'm just so ready for it to be spooky season time, Halloween-a-thon time. And more importantly than following and subscribing to me, please make sure you subscribe to all of my Legends of Halloweenathon, or follow them if they're just on Instagram. And also please follow or subscribe, or both, to all of my Monster Squad peeps. Without them, this event would not happen. Also a big thank you to all my Patreon members who helped me fine-tune the prompts, fine-tune the printables. They literally helped me behind the scenes on Halloween-a-thon in every way for months and months and months before you even see this video. So thank you to my Patreon members. You guys are invaluable and I appreciate you so very much. Alright guys, and finally, thank you for watching. If you're gonna participate, please leave me a little pumpkin emoji down below so that I know you were here. It helps with the analytics, but also I get a gist of how many people out there are just as hyped as me about this event. And with that, I cannot wait to see you Pumpkinheads for Halloween-a-thon. Till next time, you know what you can do. Keep on killing it.